Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So today folks, as you can tell, if you look over here in your store page screen area, you'll see all the Sandor Clegane deals that are in the store. New champions come to the game. Legendary Sandor Clegane, the Hound. So it's been a long time. A lot of people have been asking for this one to be a legendary character. A lot of people couldn't understand why, when the game released, that Sandor was just an epic and why his character wasn't actually a legendary. This guy right here. You know, he was pivotal in the story of Game of Thrones Legends. Game of Thrones. He was a very key character in the lore, and he had a lot of really hilarious moments and some really good story element around him. He was a very interesting person, and he had good synergy with one of the most beloved characters in the game, in the lore. I keep saying game, but I mean the lore. I'm talking about the actual Game of Thrones lore here. Arya. He had really good synergy with her, and she's obviously one of the most beloved characters in the lore. So he definitely hung around with some very important people. He, you know, had a big part in the lore himself, and we couldn't understand when the game released why in the world is Sandor Clegane the Hound an epic character. There were so many legendaries that we were scratching our heads about, wondering why are they legendaries, but this was definitely one of those ones that we scratched our heads about and said, why is he an epic? I don't know. But he's in the game today, and he has been dropped as a new character. He's got a Joffrey's Guardian guaranteed summon. This one right here, it is for 7,000 gold, and you're guaranteed to get some shards of him. He's the only one in the summon, so you're definitely going to get him unlocked if you pay the price to do it, and hopefully you'll get enough shards to get him up to 2 or 3 stars so that you can really get some testing out of him. And then there's also the Joffrey's Guardian summon, where he is also in there with Joffrey Baratheon, Sandor Clegane, Jaime Lannister, and Tyrion Lannister. So there's the ability for you to get some more of him here as well, if you'd like, and you can also set your pity timer as him so that, you know, if you do pull, you can get him as the pity reward. But that is the new character, legendary Sandor Clegane. So let's go ahead and look at him real quick. I want to see him as max level so that we can see what his skills actually do. He is the ability to play as a Lannister, and let's look at the filter search, I think, because I think he is also has the ability to play as a Baratheon as well. So let's look at the Baratheons. And yeah, there he is right there. So he has the ability to play as a Lannister and as a Baratheon. And that's going to come in really handy because that's going to allow you to use him in 2 different towers of the Crown's Challenge event, which is going to be really cool. So you can see there he also fits the bill as a Lannister as well. That's a good addition to the Lannisters, honestly, because Tyrion was the only purple, so now they have another purple option as well. And as a Baratheon, let's see the distribution of color on the Baratheons. The Baratheons is a much deeper faction, and they have a lot more choice, but there is a couple of good purples in the Baratheon faction. Varys is one of them. Tyrion, obviously, and now you have your legendary Sandor Clegane as well. So that's a really good deal that he's able to fulfill the role in 2 different factions. We'll get to use him in the, let's see. Let's look at the Crown's Challenge. We'll get to use him in the Crown Lands as a Lannister, and then we'll get to use him in the Stormlands as a Baratheon if you have him unlocked. So you'll have to do the pull to get him unlocked, but if you can, then that would be a great one, because he's going to be very valuable for that reason alone. Even if his skills aren't the greatest in the world, he's still going to be really good to use in both of the towers. So that's one reason to go after him. Today I'm going to go ahead and look at his skills real quick, because I'm thinking about going ahead and pulling for him. His leadership ability is the hateful things that I do. Sandor marks an ally with the Hound's protection and grants them a shield for 15% of their max HP. Of their max HP, not his. And then he also does the treasury mechanic. It's if you have enough coins to afford this ability's treasury costs, the effect will happen and the coins will be removed from your bank. So this is going to be one of those where you actually gain coins as you play. You can use the coins to spend to use his skill. If he uses this skill on an ally that already has the Hound's protection, he deals 600% attack physical damage to a random enemy and then deceives them, which basically causes that enemy to not be able to use their hero power for 3 turns. So the Hound's protection, that's really cool. If they're already marked with it and he deals it again, he gets to do 600% attack physical damage. I don't really know how feasible that is, because, and that was his skill. I'm sorry I messed up his leadership abilities right here. I misspoke. But I don't really know how feasible that is, that you'll get to actually do that. We'd have to test it a little bit and see how frequently it comes up in the battle. Come here, Daisy. Oh. Had to get Daisy. She's over clawing at my legs, wanting to be on the show, aren't you? Yeah, good girl. Love you. So we talking about his leader ability. It says, "I won't hurt you, little bird 2." This is at max level, is why it's got the second designation on there. Anytime Sandor or an ally marked with the Hound's protection is healed, he destroys 1 gem, prioritizing power-ups. So he's looking to try to destroy the power-ups first. If there's no power-ups on the board, whenever anybody marked with Hound's protection is healed, he'll just destroy a gem. So that could be very useful if he actually hits a power-up and causes a cascade in a column or a row. That would be awesome. Or if he hits a power-up that does damage, that could also help you out, paired with, somebody that does a power-up that does some damage. That'd be cool, like Grey Worm or something like that. But putting him with a healer would probably be a smart thing, so that if you do decide to make him your leader, the heals from whoever you've got him paired with will cause that skill to hopefully go off. Save yourself some pain at the 3rd level. It's max level again. Is both a Lannister and a Baratheon. The first time each combat that Sandor marks an ally with the Hound's protection, he spawns 4 coin gems. So he almost gets enough gems just by doing this to do the skill as well. So that's really good. You just have to, get lucky with another match and get enough skills to allow it to go off. Both he and his marked ally are healed for 25% of their attack. Now this is at the max level, so it's possible that the first level of this skill doesn't do as many coin gems. I don't know. We'd have to see that to kind of feel how it plays out. In the total max stats bonus, he gets 15% attack, 10% defense, and 10% hit HP. So, he looks pretty decent. It'd be interesting to probably see him play as a Baratheon. I'm going to say he would probably fit in a Baratheon team a lot better than he would for a Lannister team. Lannisters are still just kind of struggling, in my opinion, and I feel like that he could probably have more impact as a Baratheon than anything. But it is going to be a really good pickup if you do get him, because like I said, he's useful in 2 towers. So those kind of characters are really good. If you're thinking about like a Theon or something like that, those are examples of characters that are you know, super useful because they're useful in multiple towers. Want to check my dragon summon real quick. Ooh, yeah, I'm almost there to a 40k, baby. Gonna do it. So let's go ahead and drop some gold on this, and we'll see how well we do. Hopefully we get him up to about 3 stars. That'd be banger. If I could get 3 stars on him, I'd really love that. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. Here we go. Cross your fingers and toes for some luck. Some summon luck. Here we go, baby. Give me some hundos. Give me some hundos. Give me like 3 hundos. I'll take it. I'll take it all day long. Alright, here we go. Let's see. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 10, 5, 5, 10. No, man. Wow. Sucky luck again as always. Just don't even know what to say anymore because this is so bad. Whatever. Alright, so that's 2 stars probably, hopefully. Maybe, if I even got to 2. I don't know, let's find out. Where's he at? Down at the bottom of the pile. Down at the bottom of the pile. There he is. Let's enhance him. Just barely are going to get 2 stars, I think, maybe. Not sure if I'm going to get 2 or not, actually. Or yeah, I did get 2, but I didn't get enough to get him 3. I was 15 off of getting him 3 stars. We'll see how good he does. I'll have to put some work into him. Right now, I don't really have a ton of silver on hand at this moment because I've been using it on my Theon. I just recently got another star on him. So I'll have to put a little bit of work into him and then see, you know, how he performs. And I'll definitely let you guys know about that. Coming in another video soon where we test a Baratheon team with the new Sandor added in. So thanks for watching my content. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in another video about Game of Thrones Legends coming soon. Peace.